Hello. The weather across the UK is going to turn hotter, much hotter over the next few days. Great news, you might think, if you're fit and healthy. If you're on your summer holidays, you might be looking forward to a few days of hot sunshine. But this week's weather comes with a health warning because the oppressive levels of heat and humidity could pose a risk to vulnerable people. More on that in a moment. Why is it turning hotter? Well, the jet stream, as always, is the answer. And recently, the jet stream has been very powerful above the North American continent. And that power is now moving into the Atlantic. But small ripples in the jet stream then become amplified downstream. And a dip in the jet stream over the Atlantic then translates to a ridge in the jet stream as it flows over the UK. And through the rest of Monday, that's causing some wet weather for western parts of Scotland. But over the next 24 hours, the jet stream pushes further north, taking the wet weather away, leading to sunnier skies across many parts of the UK, but also higher temperatures. Hot air wafts our way for Tuesday from Spain and France. Now, Tuesday, with that rising heat and humidity, we're also likely to see some weather fronts move into western parts of the country. And as they collide with the heat and humidity, well, some lively thunderstorms are possible for western and then northern parts of Britain on Tuesday night. And those weather fronts do bring some relief to western parts of the country, with the highest temperatures being shunted to eastern England by this stage. However, the hot air then develops more widely, pushes itself westwards again for Thursday. Thursday's very likely to be the hottest day this week, the hottest day of the year so far, with a possibility of it being the hottest day for some time. But let's put some detail on that, because the sunnier and hotter weather starts off on Tuesday, with sunnier skies developing across much of England and Wales during the day, cloud disappearing as well for Scotland and Northern Ireland, the rain moving away, and with that widespread sunshine forming, temperatures will rise widely. Mid to high 20s for Scotland, Northern England, widely 30 plus Celsius for parts of England and Wales, 34 Celsius the likely top temperature in London. A little bit cooler there for Northern Ireland, Western Scotland, but wherever you are, those UV levels are expected to be high as the sunshine develops. Make sure if you're spending time outdoors, of course, cover up. Not only will be the temperatures rising, but the humidity will be rising, and that on Tuesday evening could produce some lively displays of lightning moving up from the continent. These bright colours here indicate thunderstorms moving into southwest England, Wales, and then central and northern parts of England through the night time. Not all of this rainfall will reach the ground. Could be some heavy rain briefly, but what may impact us more is the lightning. There may well be some frequent lively displays of lightning, hit and miss thunderstorms as they move northwards. Clearing northern Scotland at the start of Wednesday. Little relief from that humidity though. Temperatures on Tuesday night in some places not dropping below 19 to 22 Celsius. 23 Celsius may be as cold as it gets in London, and that temperature, well, it could be even higher than that. More on that in a moment. That's the start of Wednesday. By Wednesday afternoon, the heat builds again across eastern parts of England, 35 there in Norfolk. Further west, a little fresher, some relief, but the heat then moves its way westwards again and develops more widely for Thursday. Thursday up into the high 20s for parts of Scotland. Again, a little bit cooler for Northern Ireland and Western Scotland, but across much of England and Wales, high 20s, low 30s or even mid 30s. And the headline figure there, the most likely temperature in London, 37 Celsius. Now that number could be a degree or two either side, so it could be a little bit cooler, but it could also be a little bit hotter. And that's important because then we're talking about record-breaking temperatures. What records have we got our eye on this week? Well, the July record, 36.7 Celsius. We currently assess that at a 60% chance that we'll break that, so a better than evens chance there. The all-time UK record, set in August 2003, 38.5 Celsius, 30% chance that we'll beat that. And it's not just the hot weather during the day, it's those oppressive nights as well. And there's a chance that we will beat the warmest night-time record as well. If it doesn't get below 24 Celsius in London on Tuesday night, Wednesday morning, there's a 40% chance of that. Now, it's not good news in the current climate to break records, of course, but is this due to global warming? Well, the quick answer is that we're seeing hot weather this week because hot air is moving up from Spain. That tends to happen in the UK summer. But it doesn't always lead to temperatures as high as this. And it has to be said that global warming has increased the average temperature by 1 degree across the planet since the Industrial Revolution. And that increase in energy, that increase in heat leads to increases in hot days in many places. And when it gets hot, the temperatures are now likely to be higher. Studies following last summer's heat wave showed that it was 30 times more likely because of the increase in greenhouse gases compared to pre-industrial times. So yes, it could well be down to global warming, but whatever the reason, it does pose risks to vulnerable people. Some advice here: do look out for others, vulnerable people, elderly, the very young, dogs in cars, that sort of thing. Stay hydrated, no matter if you're fit and healthy as well. And of course, speaking of water, whenever we have a heat wave like this, we often hear about people getting into trouble in the water, the sea and lakes and so on, so watch out for that. Stay cool, of course, stay out of the midday sun and apply sun cream. Now, we'll be keeping a close eye on the forecast here at the Met Office. We'll be keeping you updated, and the best way to stay updated is by following us on social media for all the very latest on the expected and the observed temperatures, and of course all the very latest advice on how to stay safe. Bye-bye.